For this video, we're going to be going over one of the more frustrating things to work with in Microsoft Word, and that would be headers and footers. A header is something that goes at the very top of your page. You can follow my mouse and you can see that this is where the header is going to appear. And a footer is kind of what it sounds like. It's going to be at the foot or the bottom of your page. And the way we access our headers and footers are there really two ways you can do it. I'm just going to show you this way because it's easier. If you go to the Insert tab, go to over here to the right next to the text box tool, which is very useful. They have an option for a header, and if you hover over it, it gives you a little description of exactly what it is. A footer it gives you a description of what it is. So if I click on header, it gives me some options here that are pre-configured. Notice there's some very nice headers. If you hover over it, it gives you a short description of what it is. This one automatically puts the page number in there for us, but I'm not going to use that one. So you can scroll through these and check them out. This one has a neat little graphic on the side. I'm going to choose this one for right now. Notice it says document title. I'm going to change this document title and I'm going to put headers and footers. Alright, I'm going to hit the enter button, or I'll just click out of it, and it changes to headers and footers. So what's so useful about the header and footer design is I'm on page 1 right now, and I'm going to identify this by saying this. Oh, it's giving me some trouble here. There we go. This is page 1. So there's page 1 right here. If I scroll down, I'm going to see another page, and I'm going to say this is page 2. But notice that it automatically updated the header from page 2. So here's page 2, and here's page 1. I'm going to change the header to header and footers. Wow, that's neat. I'm on page 1. So I'm going to exit out of this, and I scroll down, and it automatically updated what the header was for page 2. Now footers, so in order to insert or to put in a footer, you can go to Insert, you can choose Footer, and you'll see it'll give you some options. Normally what we do with footers is we like to put page numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose one of these guys that has a page number. And notice this one has a page number in the very left corner. It also gives the page a really neat border. So that's pretty cool. Notice this says page 1. If I scroll down to page 2, it says page 2 on the bottom. This tends to frustrate students sometimes. They'll try to click. Notice I'm clicking in the middle of the page, but my cursor isn't showing up, and I can't write anything. That's because I am stuck in the header section of the page. In order to get out of the header section of the page, notice this header and footer tools that shows up right here on the top. I need to click this big red button. That will take me out of the headers and footers. Notice how it is grayed out now. And I can go back to typing stuff in my normal document area. If I want to go back into my headers and footers, I can go to Insert, Header, and choose that header again, and it'll put me back in there. However, that's kind of annoying to do all the time. So if you go up to the headers and footers area, which is towards the top, and you double click, it'll automatically take you back into the headers and footers area. Remember, the big red X right here is how you exit that area. If I scroll down, I can get into the footers area by double clicking. Oh, it's not letting me do it on that one. I'll double click on the headers. If I scroll down, then I'm available to click down here in the footers. You can type stuff in here. You can type whatever you want, but generally we reserve this for using page numbers. So try to keep it as that point. There's one more thing I want to show you is sometimes you would like this header maybe to take up less space. It takes up, sorry about that. It takes up a certain amount of space or real estate here on the page that goes from about here to here. If you look at these two buttons up here, it says header from the top, footer from the bottom. You can decrease the size that the header takes, and it'll take up less space. Or you can decrease the size of the footer if you click this button right here. But normally you won't have to do that, so I wouldn't mess with it unless you have a specific situation.